Y'all, it's a lot going on in Miss Dubai, honey. So, y'all know before every review, I normally talk about, the salaciousness or the drama I find on my timeline. And I normally don't do a separate video, but since we got a lot to talk about as it pertains to Miss Dubai, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is Twitter Spaces. Y'all know I mentioned it in my reviews that sometimes I'm in Twitter Spaces and we get surprise guests. So if you don't got a Twitter, you might want to get a Twitter, mainly for housewives. But two of my mutuals, I won't say their names because I didn't ask for permission. They actually hosted a Twitter space, and we had Caroline Brooks in there, Chanel, Ayan, and even Lesa was in there. I think her last name is Milan, but I'm not totally sure. I was there when Chanel and Caroline was there, but I wasn't there when Lesa was there because it was long. But I heard good things about Lesa too. So it really does seem like these ladies have a community, that they're each other's community, and they are really frenemies when it comes to Chanel and Ayan. But they seem like pretty cool and down-to-earth people. So it was a treat to actually get an opportunity to hear people ask them like sensible questions or just funny or shady questions and them be upfront and honest. So like I said, it's definitely a frenemy relationship or just two petty people being friends between Caroline Brooks and Ayan. So y'all know after episode 1, that whole little spat that Caroline Brooks and Ayan had at the table over each other's wigs, mainly because Ayan felt some type of way about Brooks's wording as it pertains to Caroline Stansberry's hidden party. So on Twitter, Chanel or Ayan was responding to a fan and she said period . So Caroline Brooks decided to get herself in the what's it called? The comments and respond to Ayan, and she said, "Ayan, shut up. Your wig was stiff and synthetic, but mine was 100% not properly installed. My edges are fine and the wig is plugged." So Ayan responded by saying, "Brooks, first of all, the wig was real human hair from China, so give respect to this wig. Some days I swear a $5 wig, but my face is still looking like a goddess. Go away and stop being jealous." And if that wasn't good enough, they decided to take that energy to good old Miss IG. So like I said, they decided to take their shenanigans to IG. So I think it was a clip of the argument that the ladies were having at the table at Nina's, I think, full moon party again. And Chanel Brooks got in the comments of that and said, "Scarecrow with a stiff wig. I love you, Ayan. You're beautiful, but you pissed me off so bad that day." And then Ayan got in the comments and said, "Hello, you pissed me off by talking I think she was trying to say over and over again about a party I wasn't invited to just to get excitement out of my misery. But yeah, I love you back and leave my wigs alone." And then she did 2 heart eye emojis. So Ayan and Brooks just have a frenemy relationship. They definitely do. The funny thing about it is in the Twitter spaces, they were saying how like they would be on a 3-way call with Lesa, and then Lesa will hang up on them as they're arguing with each other. And then after they're done arguing, they'll go out to get drinks and go out to eat. So they definitely like to get on each other's nerves, but it does seem like they have a genuine relationship together. I will say, I think Ayan was doing too much at the dinner table, but I also understand her being upset because Brooks was trying to play on her head. Brooks was trying to clown her for not being invited, and she knew her friend was hurt. And so she was wrong for playing with that lady like that. So on to our next topic is the beef that is constantly brewing between Caroline Stansberry and Miss Chanel Ayan, and low-key Mr. Sergio, who decided to hop in on Twitter and let his thoughts be known. So if you've seen the first episode of Dubai, you already know Chanel Ayan thinks that Caroline Stanbury and Sergio's relationship is a contractual relationship. She said she didn't see the sexual existence between them. And Caroline Stanbury decided to comment on a video of that actual clip of her talking about her relationship. And she said, well, at least and I think she meant I'm featured on my husband's page, say no more. Chanel responded, at Caroline Stanbury, my husband just started IG. Not everyone's husband wants to be famous. So then Sergio hopped on the internet after episode 1 that premiered yesterday and retweeted the same video of the clip that Caroline Stanbury responded to. And this is what he had to say. Sexual existence, question mark. It's called sexual activity. And clearly you didn't have any in a long time. Sergio was getting ate up in them quote tweets, y'all. Sergio was getting ate up. The people already think Sergio is a part of the Rainbow Coalition. And honestly, I don't really care even if he is. Maybe Caroline already knows and she's okay with that. Or maybe he's not. Who cares? But I will say I don't have a problem with Sergio responding. His response was wrong because I think both him and Ayan meant sexual chemistry or sexual energy or sexual tension. Sexual existence is nothing, and sexual activity means actually doing the sexual act or participating in sex. So both of them are wrong, but I will give both of them a pass because you can tell English isn't their first language. I just find it funny. I don't have an issue with Sergio responding to Ayan. If Ayan can speak so freely about their relationship, she should be ready for them to have a response towards her. So Caroline saying something to Ayan, there's nothing wrong with that. There's totally nothing wrong with that. I will say that Caroline and Sergio, especially Sergio, needs to tread lightly because the fans already don't like him because he's going up against Ayan, and not because he's going up against Ayan, more so his wife Caroline Stanbury is going up against Ayan. So anybody attached to her is gonna get the fury and the fire because a lot of people feel like Ayan is the breakout star and they already love her down and we're only on episode 2. So if I was him, I would tread lightly. They already said that he's the only husband to have Real Housewives of Dubai in his bio, and I didn't go check, so I don't know how true that is, so I'll say allegedly in his bio. But if it is true, we already know the game. As well as Sergio is 27. He's a millennial, so him having Real Housewives of Dubai in his headline, it doesn't really bother me, but I do understand what other people are saying where they're like, it's sus. Like, a lot of people are feeling like, are you trying to be a Peter Thomas, a Joe Gorga, or a PK? Are you trying to really be in the mix with the ladies? But again, he's 27. Again, a millennial like me. We've all grown up with reality TV. And Sergio said he gonna profit off of this if I'm gonna be on this show, which I can't be mad at him. I will say is he does need to take a page out of Lesa and Ayan's husband, where it's like you need to fall, or the other, I think Nina's husband as well, fall back. Let your wife fight the battle, and if it's something really egregious that one of the ladies have said, then come out and defend yourself. What Caroline said about, at least I'm featured on my man's IG, that was good enough where it didn't need Sergio to be on the internet the next day responding. But let's get into our final topic, which is the beef that is brewing between Miss Lesa and Miss Nina. So if you watched last night's episode, and the review is definitely coming, Lesa let us know that Nina had some disparaging things to say about Miss Caroline Stanbury as it pertains to Lesa forming a friendship with Miss Stanbury. So Nina got online and she said, I think it's habitity. I know I said that wrong. And she was like, it's all good. People who throw you under the bus always have an agenda. I wish both of them nothing but the best. And she chucked the deuces with the peace sign. So then Lesa responded and she said, Nina, an agenda? I brought you on this show. Don't play with my character. What type of agenda could I have? They asked me a question in the confessionals and I spared you. So I'm actually kind of surprised that they have beef. It doesn't seem like they would even be the type to argue or have an issue with one another. But I'm also surprised in the fact that Lesa is letting it be known that she's the one who, I guess, suggested Nina to be a part of the show. But all I know is the reunion about to be lit, because every time, we've only had 2 episodes, but every time the episode wraps, these ladies get on the internet, especially Twitter, and like to voice their opinions about one another. So this video is totally about to be a video by itself. I was like, I could put this at the beginning of my Dubai review, but then I looked at it. It's 10 minutes. Legit, the way I ramble on when I do these reviews, the video would be an hour. And I'm trying to get better at cutting down my videos. But yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic. Drop down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.